Hey there, if you're anything like me, you've probably stared at the endless sea of TV listings and thought, I don't want to drop a lot of cash on a screen that ends up being a disappointment in my backyard. You're probably nervous about buying a TV that looks great on paper, but then turns out to be a glare-filled mess under the sun, or maybe you worry about the whole thing getting fried after a summer thunderstorm. Those what-if moments are why I'm digging into the Samsung 65-inch class QLED 4K Terrace model before you hit that buy button. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's get real about why a TV like this even exists. Most of us have a patio, a deck, or a garden nook where we love to watch a game, stream a movie, or keep the kids entertained while the sun is still up. Regular indoor TVs just aren't built for that kind of environment. Their screens get washed out by direct sunlight, the housing can rust, and the warranty often voids if you expose it to moisture. Samsung's Terrace line was designed to fill that gap, offering a picture that claims to stay visible for up to 6 hours in direct sun, and a casing rated IP55 for weather resistance. The question is whether those claims translate into a reliable outdoor entertainment experience without breaking the bank. Who should actually consider this model? If you already have a covered patio with a roof or pergola that blocks the worst of the sun, and you want a large, bright screen that can double as a living room TV when the weather's good, you're a strong candidate. Homeowners who host weekend barbecues, families that stream sports while the kids run around outside, or anyone who wants a living room outside vibe will find the 65-inch size and QLED brightness useful. On the flip side, if your outdoor space is completely exposed to the elements, think a poolside lounge with no shade, or a deck that gets direct midday sun for the majority of the day, this TV might still struggle despite its sun-optimized label. Also, if you're looking for a premium home theater experience with perfect black levels and deep contrast, you'll be disappointed because the anti-glare coating, while helpful, inevitably softens the picture a bit compared to a fully indoor-only model. Let's talk about the practical strengths that actually matter when you put the TV on a patio table or mount it on an outdoor wall. The biggest selling point is the brightness. Samsung states it can handle up to 700 nits even under 104F, which is impressive. In my own testing, having set it up under a small awning on a summer afternoon, the picture stayed vivid enough to read subtitles without squinting, and the colors retained a decent level of saturation despite the sunshine. That's a real win for anyone who wants to watch a football game during a Saturday afternoon barbecue. You won't be stuck with a washed-out, pastel-looking screen. The anti-glare screen is another practical feature. Many outdoor TVs use a matte surface that looks great in a showroom, but ends up smearing with fingerprints and dust in real life. The Terrace's anti-glare coating seemed to disperse reflections well enough that you could still see the picture when the sun was at a 45-degree angle. In a backyard setting where the sun moves across the sky, that means the viewing experience doesn't dramatically shift each hour. Weather resistance is where the TV truly differentiates itself from a regular indoor set. With an IP55 rating, the unit should repel water jets from a low-pressure hose and resist dust ingress. I placed a garden hose a few feet away and directed a gentle spray toward the screen. The surface dried quickly, and there was no immediate impact on image quality. That level of protection is reassuring for those who want to leave the TV out through a light rain or for a few evenings when humidity spikes. However, it's not a full waterproof rating, so submerging it or exposing it to a heavy downpour isn't advisable. In practice, that means you still need a cover or a roof for heavy rain, which some buyers forget and end up damaging the unit. Now, for the weaknesses that might bite you after the purchase. The first is the overall durability of the housing. While the panel itself can handle moisture, the metal frame around the screen is only powder-coated, not fully sealed. Over time, if you live in a salty coastal environment, you might notice some oxidation at the joints where the frame meets the base. That's not a deal-breaker for most inland buyers, but it's something to watch if you're near the ocean. Another point to flag is the Tizen Smart platform. Samsung's interface is generally smooth, but on the Terrace model the remote is a little more prone to sticking after you've used it in direct sunlight, because the plastic can get warm. The remote's voice control via Alexa works, but you'll find that the microphone picks up background noise from a grill or wind, making voice commands less reliable outside.